He's a little too self-centered, and you know that's how he should be. I was the same way, but you have to face reality somehow. You have to look to God, because we're nothing to be angry over being held back for debt. Since the money team is fake, he didn't pay a debt. That isn't true. Francisco has a promotion, those aren't genuine. Because they are stuck with an outdated boxing business model, some people will really allow you to tag into the back end. You must have the tax identification number. Mike Tyson sharply criticized Floyd Mayweather's $500 million debt in a recent conversation that has enthralled the boxing community, implying that Mayweather's extravagant spending would cause a financial collapse similar to Tyson's own prior experiences. Tyson, who famously wasted more than $300 million throughout his career, Mayweather's lavish lifestyle, suggesting that such unrestrained spending would not be long-term viable.
Big money, not spend money. I used to be a guy that spend money all the time. And then I said, oh shit. When I didn't have it, I wanted it. Now I have it, I don't want this.
During his boxing career, Mike Tyson, the youngest heavyweight champion in history, acquired an estimated $400 to $685 million. However, by 2003, he declared bankruptcy, citing debts of about $38 million. On the other hand, those who have recently received money are observed spending millions to improve their lifestyle. Therefore, it should come as no surprise that they lose whatever they have in the coming years. The former heavyweight champion, Mr. Mike Tyson, declared bankruptcy in 2003 after earning over $400 million throughout his career. Tyson gave others financial control, neglected to check his bank statements, and overspent on items like expensive automobiles, jewelry, and exotic pets. He acknowledges that the majority of his financial problems were caused by his lack of financial literacy and faith in other people. Among his most intriguing acquisitions is $580,000 spent on a birthday celebration. Purchasing a golden bathtub for $2 million, you have an option. Tyson's luxurious lifestyle includes expensive presents, exotic creatures like Bengal tigers, and opulent residences. He said that after leaving Las Vegas, he borrowed money to purchase a home and spent his final $1 million on therapy. After considering his past, Tyson has turned into a financial literacy advocate, stressing that managing money is an art and cautioning against the deceptive sense of security that comes with having money. The tens of millions of dollars that Mike Tyson earned. He soon recognized he was making a mistake during his boxing career, and immediately after it ended, when he was bankrupt and absolutely broke, only a few sources of income are left. Seized that money, took his name and brand, transformed it into other enterprises and assets, and is currently earning more than he earned throughout his boxing career. What have you learned about money from the highs and lows of that? It was intriguing, but I didn't actually own it. I was simply a young child having a good time. I'm not sure, but $1,000 is a lot of money in your opinion. Oh, please. Do you think these numbers are accurate? You earned about $400 million during your career, but I'm not sure. You might have ended up spending more than you earned, and at one point you were about $50 million in debt. Yes, that was incredible as well. But how does that occur? Simply being careless, immature, and stupid. According to reports, Floyd Mayweather Jr., who is well known for his unbeaten record and extravagant lifestyle, has made over $1 billion in his career. Known as Money Mayweather, he frequently shows off his fortune by driving fancy automobiles and private planes. Despite his wealth, Mayweather has come under fire for his extravagant spending and the way he conducts exhibition bouts, which some claim put entertainment over real competition.
Do you believe that you would be the champ? Well, it's not just the champ, I'm the champ on the outside too. I mean, to make over $1 billion, I didn't do it by myself. What I did was I surrounded myself with a great team, meaning you can't think you know it all. If it was a person that was strong in certain departments, I wouldn't have got the best person for that. What I believe in doing is surrounding myself with all smart people. That makes me that much more smarter, because once you surround yourself with a smart team, then it makes things that much easier.
What do you do with all this money? I mean, like, do you actually use it? I mean, are you using the cash?
You know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
How do you even get this much money? What do you do?
Work hard.
I know that. But, like, do you go to the bank and say, I need all of it? I want all of the money in your bank.
That's not what you do. You can order it. You can order it.
Oh, you can?
And when you order a certain amount, when you order millions of dollars, a Brinks truck.
Who has first-hand knowledge of the dangers of unexpected money, has periodically offered commentary on Mayweather's financial choices. Tyson appeared encouraging in previous interviews telling Mayweather to enjoy his money. But as Tyson adopted a more introspective mindset, he started warning against the perils of unbridled spending and the false sense of invincibility that money can produce. Hello, Mike. How are you, man? What is going on? Hello, professional event. Planner Adrian Broner travels throughout the nation and charges $10,000 per person. He was a boxer once. Would you ever do that? For example, would you be interested in visiting my home and chopping the turkey? For Thanksgiving, how much would it cost to cut the turkey at my house? 30 cents? You essentially do it for free, Adrian. Broner, and you believe that's a viable career for someone who wants to market himself as a party thrower, like a boxer. $10,000. Yes, that is really awesome. Hello, do you have any suggestions for Mayweather? He's now spending a lot of money. Have a great time. Have fun, huh? You do that. Hey, man, you're a legend. Thank you. It's to see you. The stories of Tyson and Mayweather highlight a common theme in professional boxing: the difficulty of handling unexpected fortune. After becoming famous and wealthy, many warriors difficulty managing finances that results in bankruptcy or large debt. Tyson's frank observations serve as a warning, highlighting the value of sound financial judgment and education. You understand the true meaning of money. I think I'm like Tyson. Having money gives you a sense of security. Some people might believe that because I have the $1 billion, I won't even die. Well, it only takes one mosquito bite or one unpleasant night with the wrong partner. This is all there is to life. One bullet shot and it's finished, gone before a flash. With money, you feel unstoppable, as if you could never die. I say this to everyone. You have never had a lot of money if you believe that having it will make you happy. For me, the money is meant to be spent joyfully and with others. Spending all the money on oneself won't make anyone happy. It's important to treat rumors regarding Mayweather's financial situation with skepticism, particularly when there isn't any proof. What is evident, though, is the importance of financial literacy and the lessons that can be learned from the experiences of boxing greats like Mike Tyson.
Like the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, the UFC.
I didn't know Conor McGregor was undefeated. I didn't know that he had a reign in MMA for 20 years and undefeated, and was world champion in 5 different weight classes. That's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I guess you guys telling me something new. If you say he's a Floyd Mayweather of the MMA.
Well, do you?
I mean, if you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, I'm trying to find out. Have you ever made $300 million in one night? Have you ever made $100 million in one night? Have you ever made $70 million in one night? So, as far as trying to say that he's the Floyd Mayweather of MMA, I mean, it's okay to just to say it, but it's not true. I'm a legend, a living legend. You know, I gave just sport of boxing. I gave years and years of hard work. It was blood, sweat, and tears. I had a tremendous team. I had a tremendous run. I think that it's time for Conor McGregor to go out there and do what he do. But never compare Conor McGregor to me. That's a total disrespect.
Well,
I mean, once again, I'm an elephant. Elephant don't beef with ants. You know, elephant is so low.
He reportedly spent more than $113 million on a lavish suite at Allegiant Stadium to witness the Super Bowl game in February 2025 in Las Vegas. He also flaunted a watch collection worth about $100 million to show off his passion for luxury. Despite being representative of his brand, such extravagant displays have drawn criticism for their potential long-term financial effects. Mayweather made a bold announcement, agreeing to pay $42 million to buy 62 rental apartment units in Upper Manhattan. Investigations, however, showed that this allegation was not entirely accurate. Experts speculate that Mayweather may have just purchased a minority stake with potential for future growth, as property records showed no transfer of ownership. This disclosure has raised concerns over the openness and sincerity of his economic endeavors. For example, if someone in this room won the jackpot right now, their first reaction would be to give it all to me since they have no idea. Better, because riches and being affluent are two distinct things. When you are wealthy for a limited time. Rich is in the short term, long-term wealth. Even if you have $100 million, it will be lost if you don't have a strategy. Thus, if they offered me $100 million and I didn't know what I now know, When I was younger, I probably spent a lot of time and gained a lot of experience around the right people. I knew what I wanted out of life, so even when I get a payment on Monday for another $20 million, I don't get moved by the money anymore. Mayweather has incurred huge tax payments in spite of his substantial earnings. He revealed paying more than $18 million in taxes at the beginning of 2025, a sum that highlights the financial obligations that come with his income category. His extravagant spending and such high tax bills have stoked questions about whether his fortune will last.
Maybe another reason Floyd Mayweather has agreed to fight Conor McGregor. ESPN reporting that Mayweather, get this, still has not paid his taxes for 2015. We don't know how much money Mayweather owes, but he's asking the IRS for a break until the fight, the end of August. Mayweather made about $220 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. That was back in 2015. He's expected to make about that much for the McGregor fight. Maybe he should have stayed retired and paid his taxes.
Yeah, pay taxes. Usually that catches up with you if you don't.
In a petition to the U.S. tax court, Mayweather claimed that although he had significant assets, they were mainly illiquid, making immediate payment difficult. Records show that he had unpaid tax debts from prior years, including a $7.2 million liability from 2010. He attempted to postpone payment until after his 2017 bout with Conor McGregor in the hopes that the proceeds would satisfy his tax liabilities. Floyd Mayweather has been stranded in Dubai for the past 50 days, proving that the rumors were accurate. The first person to claim it was Gervonta Davis. Several insiders have since verified that he is actually stranded in Dubai due to a debt unrelated to boxing. It appears from some research that someone in his team took one of the pieces while he was in Dubai shopping for jewels, got away with it, and then cut off all contact with Mayweather. Floyd has since paid for the jewelry, but they won't allow him to leave until they receive it back. Additionally, it is said that the thief who initiated this entire situation is this man. Joe Rogan emphasized the significant distinctions between Tyson and Mayweather in one of his podcast appearances. The difference between Floyd and Mike Tyson is that Floyd weighs 155 pounds, while Mike Tyson weighs 220, he said. Rock solid. This highlights Tyson's powerful physique in contrast to Mayweather's smaller body. Mayweather established his reputation on unmatched defensive prowess and ring IQ, whereas Tyson was known for his devastating knockout power and aggressive attitude. In response, Rogan said, "If you want to say who's the best boxer of all time, I always say Floyd because he got hit less than anybody, and that's the entirety of it."
Floyd's power is nowhere near Mike Tyson's power.
Nowhere near. But I was just saying that Floyd has been pretty active, like as a boxer. He fought Pacquiao recently, you know.
Went to Japan and fought.
Yeah, and he fought the Japanese kickboxer guy, Nazukawa Tenshin. He fought, he was fighting guys like Conor McGregor that we knew Floyd was going to beat them, but he was still active.
Right.
With Mike Tyson, Mike hadn't been active forever.
He was getting fat for a minute.
Yep, he got real fat.
Mayweather and Tyson's friendship has been characterized by both adoration and animosity. According to reports, their feud started in 2001 when police raided Tyson's Las Vegas home after he was accused of sexual assault. In his autobiography, Tyson, his position, they couldn't say what they would have done. Me more about Mike Tyson? He appeared on the show only last week, and as you can see from the channel, he is now being highlighted. Being Mike Tyson, yes, that also airs tonight. However, he mentioned on the show last week that you're most likely the last of these movie stars. You're probably the last of those box office stars, but you realize that young men are more interested in UFC fighters than conventional boxers. What do you say to that? Well, I applaud Tyson because he helped me get to where I am now. He is a famous champion. The only thing I can say about Mike Tyson is that everyone is constantly attempting to criticize him. He led his life in the manner that he desired. Nobody can explain what they would have done if they had been in his position. You know, boxing would endure. I have style, and it's the Mayweather period. Not just for me, but also for the Mayweather brand. And I made boxing cool by refusing to accept punishment. When Tyson said, "If I were his size in the ring, he would outpoint me," he was underlining Mayweather's technical talent and ring acumen. But Tyson also underlined the value of taking chances in boxing, implying that not all fans will find Mayweather's conservative style appealing. Despite their disagreements, Tyson admires Mayweather's commitment to the sport. He has praised Mayweather's steady training routine, even calling him a gym rat who stuck to it no matter what.
People, I like, what are you talking about? Why did you gotta get involved? He can say it. Why are you involved? All right, listen, as I'm saying, we're different people. So Floyd likes glam, he's very glamorous, and this is what he liked, and I was very savage. I wasn't that savage, dark, malevolent aura. You know, I was just never the fly, slick, black fighter. You know, I was just very serious, and I was just very hard and mean. I didn't like the slickness. It was all about hurting and pain.
Being Mike Tyson premieres September 22nd on Fox, with new episodes Tuesdays on Fox Sports 1.
He never really had a boxing match in his life, right? He didn't have a boxing match, right? He went 10 rounds with the greatest fighter in the last 100 years of boxing.
No, Connor's a beast. Connor's a beast.
Think about no. You're not listening to me. You don't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He went 10 rounds, scored punches on the greatest fighter in the last 100 years. Did he do something? Did he accomplish something? A star? See, people ain't looking. People just want to see the black guy beat the white guy. They just want to see it. But look what he had to fight against. And look what he did.
Tyson has criticized Mayweather's assertions that he is the best boxer of all time, stating that genuine greatness entails more than just an undefeated record, and highlighting the significance of cultural influence and popular acclaim. Tyson said that prominent figures such as Muhammad Ali were praised for their relationships with the people, as well as their abilities. In your opinion, what life lessons may Pacquiao and Mayweather have learned from you outside of the ring? Floyd appeared to be experiencing some of the same things as me at the moment, such as recognizing that nobody is his friend, and that everyone is most likely, even if I hate to admit it. Since he is Floyd Mayweather, perhaps everyone is a little envious of him. I understand that these other men have their money, but this man is the world champion, and you know that's impossible to beat, so he's quite large on those celebrity scales. For that reason, he will have to understand what life is all about, what friends are all about, and that sometimes we only have a select few of them. They may not be the ones we want, but they are the ones we have. Sometimes we wish we had amazing, glamorous friends, but they don't want to be our friends. In these situations, we must accept the hand that has been dealt to us and deal with the friends that we have. Furthermore, some analysts contend that Mayweather's frequent displays of riches, particularly during difficult economic times for many, may come across as callous. For example, followers have reacted negatively to his social media posts showing off his private jets and mountains of money, calling him insecure and implying that he still seeks approval. These critiques draw attention to the thin line that separates confidence from apparent arrogance, particularly when public people flaunt their wealth in the face of widespread financial hardship.
People are entitled to judge me for what they hear, hearsay.
Okay.
Making assumptions. Just because I never came out and said, "Oh, let me explain," I don't have to explain it to nobody. Only people that I feel like I have to explain something to is my children and my relation, and because at the end of the day, only God can judge me.
Let's go back to where it all started. You grew up in Grand Rapids,
Yes.
Michigan. Your father was a fighter. Your uncle was a fighter.
Both uncles.
Both uncles were fighters. So it was almost like you was like destined. It was predetermined. You were ordained to be a fighter.
Yes.
What do you think about Tyson and Mayweather's exchange? Do you think that Tyson's is Mayweather's financial approach sound, or is the warning warranted? Post your thoughts in the comments section below.